Hello everyone, I'm Gorka here, and today I'm gonna try and record Sonny 2. I have had some mixed feelings of this game, as when I started trying to beat it, it was ugly. Let's put it on YouTube since I already have another account, which you'll see just right here. That's the one I was currently beasting on, and then I guess I started gripping the basics of the game and I started understanding how to win and fight. And I can't get hydraulic because I'm on congregate. Biological isn't as fun as psychological. Psychological is an absolute monster of a class. And I will be going even on heroic, as I've got the things. I think I have a guide to do it, which I will be following. Playing on low so we can make the most, and I will have a tutorial level. Sure, all the story I'll leave it in. Lewis the blind dies, that's not good. Am I just waiting? Okay.
I may be blind, but there's no mistaking that smell. Can you take him out? Yes, I suppose I can. I don't feel too
Check out the graphics.
It'll wear off eventually. You need to focus. Notice the gray.
Okay, that I'm not. And even on heroic, as you can see, there's a wheel here. If you don't attack fast enough, then you miss your turn, which means...
He doesn't look too happy. He's enraged. You'll have to defend yourself. Get ready. Target goes...
Which means you better know what move you're going to do next, otherwise you might miss out on a turn. Heroic.
Good job, Sonny.
They have more health.
There'll be more of them ahead.
Probably higher stats, but the most important thing here is they have more health. Like this Metabi would have died in 3 attacks on challenging and easy, but on heroic it takes 4. Beginning. This is where the actual game, if you skip the tutorial level, starts.
It's a tape. Maybe it can help you. Hey, you okay, Sonny?
Never felt better. You know, it's been a month since we were on the ship, and I still don't know what's on this tape.
It's probably nothing more than a mixtape of his favorite songs, am I right?
No, he said it was important. There has to be a place around here somewhere with people.
And something to play the tape with.
Right. Let's get moving soon.
We got company.
That doesn't sound good. Whoa! That knife went straight through Veridox's forehead.
Got your tape, pretty boy.
No,
Whoa!
the tape!
They're going into some prison. So let's begin. Sonny 2.
More hostiles! You've made a big mistake by breaking in here. Sorry about the gates. Couldn't find the door.
I will try to explain what I need to do, but you gotta attack fast, and the only thing you can really do at the beginning is Darken Fusion. It's the equivalent of Biological's Lead and Strike. This one doesn't restore your focus each turn, because if they have it, the unit loses health but also recovers focus. I think it's 15 or something. For the first... Wait, this doesn't even use focus. Okay. So for the first battle, we just keep attacking him with it. And the best thing about it is... Oh, sure, that's annoying. Oh, that would have killed him, but... Oh well. The best thing about Psychological is, because most of your attacks are magical, they seem to always hit. It's not physical like Veridox has to go up and hit, or Biological where most of his is physical. We always seem to get those guards' leggings. No one read that. Wait, I have Instinct. Instinct is like key when you're playing as Psychological. When you're playing as Biological, Strength. Here, Instinct. See, that's why it's the highest. And another thing I'm not sure whether you know of is if you go into abilities, you start with no attribute points, but if you respec, and you have exactly enough, you have 7, you get 19 extra attribute points. See? And you should put 10 of them into vitality. Let's get that to 19. And the rest into instinct if you're playing as psychological, and or strength if you're playing as biological. The ability points you should do them out to 1 to dark echoes. Now we want to find shock therapy. Where is shock therapy? You guys see shock therapy? This shock therapy, okay. We want to do shock therapy. Now we need traumatize. Wait, this one's traumatize. And 1 to destruction. We can even get another one to, since we have another ability point, another one to shock therapy. Or not, because wait. Okay, so we can't upgrade because we don't have enough. Now you want to take out corruption. You don't need that. I've never used that. And you put in 3 shock therapy because I think that's how much you're allowed maximum. So make the most out of it. But we'll try 4. And since you can only put 1 traumatize right now, put the 1 traumatize. If it goes to level 2, you'll have another one. But that's all for now. Now we have 2 prison guards.
Prisoners are escaping. We need more men.
The great thing about here is you can stun the opponent you're not attacking. For example, the top prison guard with traumatize. It's 2 turns. It's like a shatter bolt. Unit loses focus but also receives less damage. So you don't want to attack them. If you want to attack an enemy, don't stun them. The great thing about shock therapy is it recharges after you use it. It's 4 turns. However, that hits him. Can actually make him go on red at no, we don't. Because he's stunned, right, okay. Give him dark infusion then. Since it's weak and it's going to take him out. There we go. Ah, he stunned me, okay, that's okay. I can't do anything, so I might as well. Nice Electro Bolt. We won't be seeing many Electro Bolts because Viaduct is going to be key for my run. The great thing about shock therapy as well is block, but on top of being absolutely amazing, it doesn't seem to dispel. I thought it does. Oh, maybe if it's level 2 it dispels. Oh, attempt. Okay. We're just broken. Okay. His guard just didn't do anything interesting. Nice, we get oh, it's not the item I wanted. Okay, now that we've leveled up to level 2, we should upgrade traumatize to level 2, so we can put another one of them, and shock therapy to 2 as well. So we can it attempts to dispel 2. I hope that means it can dispel 1 and 1 definite, and I'm going to try and dispel another one. And from now on, I'm just probably going to put all my attribute points into instinct. Always save your game. I'm going, as well as trying to beat the game, I'm going for the impossible badge, which means no training fights, which could get very interesting later on. Okay, we've got 6 strength. I don't really care about strength, so vitality is important. Body wear, vitality 5, that's pretty solid. Leggings, okay. Almost to the next fight.
Trying to escape. Hey you! Did you just see a zombie chick run through here? Help us and we'll help you. Don't listen to them, Andy. It's a trick. They're trying to play us for fools. You saw what they did to Frank. Look, we just want to know if... Back off, Mary Poppins.
I think we should go for the brutal convict first. I guess I could have stunned the agile one, but... See, look how powerful he is already. That's my like... That's a solid attack, 77 damage. You don't even need to honestly dispel the other guy, since the beginning is quite easy. When I tried to play on challenging, thinking, okay, I think I've got this, I just got my ass kicked basically. It was so hard. Brutal convict, goodbye. So if you're okay, you just get 2 turns. Interesting. If you're on dry and focus, you just dark infusion yourself. This will only be a factor in the first area. You hurt yourself, but you're also recovering focus now. 15 each turn. You can recover focus, but you're gonna die, so it doesn't matter. Oh, Electro Bot would have really helped. That's okay. Keep shocking. And one more. Right, that's probably gonna get the kill. Yep. Okay, that's good. Thank you. We're gonna get a level up. We are indeed. Broken pipe. Haha. Now, since shock therapy is your main source of damage, upgrade that to level 3. Yeah, 3 attribute points. Jeez, all into instinct. Okay. Do I want that? It has. Wait, this has a lot of vitality though, so I'll keep that instead. Let's keep going.
They're here first, Johnny. I told you they'd come. I told you.
Make him aggressive. When you make, I could have made him relentless actually. Let's make him relentless now. What Relentless does is whichever foe has the least amount of health, your party members will attack him, so you better went for him. I think Cunning Convict is one of the only ones that can heal, so if we do good enough damage now to him, hopefully now we'll get some 2 solid attacks and kill him. Yeah, he's gonna die. Good enough for me. Bye bye, Cunning Convict. Now we move on to Agile, I think, since it's closer to death. These early fights, I'm going to leave Verdox probably on Relentless for now, even though we can probably leave him in neutral setting, it could be good enough. Since we're not attacking you, we can traumatize you. I'm actually kind of running low on focus. Okay, I see that. Dark Infusion myself. Oh, wow, overkill much. Nice one, Verdox. You'll be able to kill him before we die. Yeah, definitely, no problem. They're not that powerful. Can I do 98? I think I can. I'm pretty strong already. Just magic attack, 107 damage. That's just bestiality. Wow. Another level up, sweet. I just keep getting the same items. I've already got 3 broken pipes. Okay, now you want to get salvation, which is going to be really useful later on. We won't get to use it too much now since it's only going to be level 1, but start preparing it. Okay. And I can't really do much since I'm just getting broken pipe, and I guess that has vitality but it has no instinct. Prefer that, honestly. The Warden has a good chance to drop something. It's a later foe. Who is it now? Okay.
What fine specimens. But you do not belong here. Guards, escort these gentlemen to the exit.
I'm actually going to make him go on Relentless straight off the bat. Oh, yeah, attack first. Because Dr. Leaf has the least amount of health and he's the one you want to attack first. Kill him first. Yeah! I exactly wanted you to do an Electro Bot straight off the bat. Very, very good, Verdox.
Functional nostrils too. Fascinating.
I think I'm going to keep you on Relentless for a little bit. I'll probably kill you. Oh, we stunned, okay. Traumatize the Doctor here, because if he gets to about 100, I think he can turn the prison guards into these monsters. That might sound bad, but it's not too bad. It increases their attack by about double, but it's not too bad really. We almost got him. Oh, he stunned me, you peasant. Oh no, he stunned him as... Wow, we're both stunned. Like, what the hell? He's still going to turn him into it now. That's really unfortunate. We both got the stun. Okay, he didn't. That's cool. Okay, we put Verdox on Phalanx probably. After this battle, keep him on Phalanx 99% of the time. Unless you want like an Electro, but oh my gosh, another stun. Now whichever one you attack, it's up to you. What the? 158 with a crit. Jesus. If you play as psychological, the strategy I'm going to be following, if Verdox dies like somewhere near the beginning or middle of the battle, you could be screwed because there's no one else. No one else is going to have heals. Okay, that's Dark Confusion myself. Oh, you stunned me, bruh. Why? Oh well. Early on in the game, it's more annoying than difficult. Okay, I can at least move. I hope you don't block this. Come on, it's magical. There we go. Just... Oh, it says physical damage. No wonder. Nice. Stunned again. Does it say physical? Okay, doesn't say physical, but it seems to work. The only times you're going to see Verdox physically attack is when he wants to recover 35 focus of a normal attack. That's the leading strike, or the thing that costs nothing and gives focus back. 2 health. I'm going to Dark Confusion him to kill him off. No, I'm not. Probably Verdox is. Oh no, because he's on Phalanx, so he's going to heal, of course. We'll finally get some stuff. Not the one I really wanted again. Instinct 4. I like the sound of Instinct 4. You can always throw some gloves on. So vitality and speed. Don't really care about the strength. And that's about it. We can do onwards to the next fight. Oh, the Twisted Experiment. Okay.
I can't take it anymore. Please, let me taste your blood water.
Is he gonna go first? He is. Okay, let's keep Phalanx mode. The great thing about shock therapy, if he buffs himself, which he can, I'm just gonna not care and like, oh my gosh, he attacked me with Electro, but wow. Good start, good start. Alright, we'll give you Traumatized now. This thing was a problem when I tried to beat him with Biological because he can heal to full, but with Traumatized, he's stunned and he can't do much. It's absolutely amazing. Look at that damage. And so that's Withdrawal, which we want to just get rid of. Don't like Withdrawal. Then we'll Traumatize him to let Verdox recover some of his health. Because what I noticed is whoever has the least amount of health on your side, they attack. So because Verdox usually starts with the least later on, they'll always target him first. And when it's a 3v3 battle, it gets quite difficult. when they all attack you. Sorry, Dada. He's gonna focus right now. I'm sure he's still gonna whip something out. Okay, you got 8 focus back. Can I hit him with this? Let's not waste too much time. Yeah, look at that. 400% more equal to speed is increased by 400%, so physical attacks would have such a hard time hitting him, but here I'm just like, oh yeah, no problem, hit him just like that. This first zone might be the only one I do as a whole episode, because the zones are much longer in this game than they were in the first. At least that's what I've noticed. Let's give him a stun and we'll be able to finish him off next time. If he of course doesn't do withdrawal. Hopefully he won't. Okay. You're dead, bro. You're dead. Really easy with the physical psycho class, psychological. We even got as well strength 5. That's no use to me, sadly. Now we get high voltage, which will start leading to electrical storm. Don't really care about high voltage. And of course, more instincts and more damage. Level 5, I'm getting there. Starting to level up nicely. Yep. I think, who's going to be next? The Warden.
There is no escape from my prison. I will crush
He's probably going to go first. Yeah, I'm phalanx mode. Didn't really like that. Dark Infusion myself. This guy hits so hard, so you want to keep him down quite a lot. And with psychological class, it's really easy to do it. Look at that damage! I'm attacking him even though he's got 50% less damage. You gotta attack him. Otherwise things could turn ugly. Because this guy hits hard. That, wow, bro. He could be the hardest hitting foe in Zone 1, honestly. No kidding. The Warden, I mean, it's the owner of the place, so it kind of makes sense. But my god. Without stunning him, with biological, he was an absolute nut. I quit. I literally stopped playing on Challenger because I couldn't get past this guy. He was such a pain. It was just unreal. So I'm going to apologise in advance if this is going to be like a half an hour Zone 1. I'll make sure to not have any more of these. If it is going to be half an hour, I don't actually know how long it is right now. But we are slowly getting to the end. The woman can't heal. From the top of my head, I think there's 3 more battles after him. Including the boss fight, of course. This is the great thing about Traumatize. They regenerate like alternatively, and the Warden only gets 1 attack every 3 or 4 turns. I probably should have Dark Infusion there, but whatever. It means the Warden is going to hit us 2 times. But if I'm getting the heal, that's not that bad. Oh yeah, and when you get when the Warden is really close to death, he casts death penalty for like 12 turns, and whatever you do, you're gonna die. There's nothing you can do to protect yourself from it. You're going to take 9,999 damage next turn. You can probably only cast it like when he has like less than this amount of health or something. I'm keeping him stunned, making him lose focus. It probably doesn't even use any focus, but I'm just making sure here. There it is. That's not good. Yeah. Phalanx mode, come on. Just go all... Come on, go all out on him. Kill him. 5 health, no way. Come on, Verdox, you got this. Come on, Verdox. Yes, Verdox, get in the sun. Wins the fight for me. What a legend. Wait, Oh, I don't have electrical storm yet. Right, okay, I see. I got some nice equipment. Speed 3, and these are speed 2 and quite a lot of stuff. It's pretty good. Strength 5, vitality 2. That's not that good. At least not for my class. Okay, so Zone 1 dragged on for a bit longer than I had thought it did. So even though I did say in the original footage I'll be keeping Zone 1 as the only one as a whole episode, but it is too long and I don't want to bore you, so I'm going to split it into 2. This is where the part 1 of Zone 1 is going to finish, and the rest will be in part 2, so you can go and check that out when it's up. Anyway, I'm just going to make an outro for part 1 and an intro for part 2, so it's all cleared up and it's not just mysteriously there's a cut here. Why is there a cut? No clear clarification. This is why the outro and the intro will be made. So see you in part 2. Take care.